What a fun time on the ATP Tour as we turn our attention to the Monte Carlo Masters, which will run April 6th through April 13th. And guys, remember, three ATP 1000 events on clay. This is the first of three. We have Monte Carlo, Madrid, and Rome before we get to the French Open. So big tournaments ahead, including this one. Let's look at the entry list for this tournament. But guys, before we actually talk about who's playing, let's first start with who's not playing. Jannik Sinner, your world number one, still suspended. We're in the final weeks of it though, guys. In May, he'll be able to return to action. He's going to miss, obviously, the month of April. We're down to the final 3 weeks of that suspension. Jakub Mensik, who won in Miami, he also withdrew from this tournament. Don't worry, he's not out long. He will make his clay debut in Munich on April 14th. That is an ATP 500 event. And also, guys, a really late withdrawal is Taylor Fritz. Fritz was supposed to be the 3 seed in this tournament, and as you guys know, kind of has been on a roll since that late 2024 where he's made the U.S. Open, but Fritz dealing with some injuries as of late, and now, as we head to this clay season, he has withdrawn from Monte Carlo. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into these entry list here. We're going to look first at your top 10 for this tournament. Your top seed with Sinner being out is going to be Alexander Zverev. Guys, he's been in this top spot now in these tournaments for a little bit, and he's not seizing the moment, but he is a great clay court player. He's going to have to pick it up on this clay court season, and I think a lot of people, myself included, expect him to do so. Carlos Alcaraz going to be in at number 2, and guys, remember, he is your 2024 French Open champion. He is good on the clay courts, and he's also very close to Zverev in the rankings, so big few weeks here for Alcaraz coming up. Now, Taylor Fritz, like I said before, was supposed to be your 3rd seed, but since he's withdrawn, this is where things are going to change a little bit. All of these next guys are moving up for this tournament. In at number 3 is going to be Novak Djokovic. Djokovic, the 2013 and 2015 Monte Carlo champion. Also, guys, he did just have a very good showing at Miami. We'll see if there's some momentum on the side of Novak Djokovic. In at number 4 is going to be Casper Ruud. Ruud, as you guys know, a clay court specialist, and this is the time of the year that Ruud usually shines. And remember last year, guys, he was the runner-up at Monte Carlo. Big opportunity for Ruud to continue to climb these rankings. In at number 5 is going to be Jack Draper, your Indian Wells champion. He's been on a roll, guys, since late 2024, coming out that really good showing at Indian Wells. Let's see if he can do anything on the clay courts. Stefanos Tsitsipas going to be in at number 6. And if you guys remember last year at Monte Carlo, he won this championship. He is your defending champion. He's a guy that's been playing pretty well, hasn't gotten a lot of the credit that maybe he deserves this year, but he's playing very well. He's had success on the clay courts, and he's a defending champion. This could be a big clay season for him. Andrey Rublev is going to be your 7th seed, and Rublev, guys, he's had success on the clay courts as well. Remember last year in Madrid, he won that tournament. Let's see if there's any clay court success this year for Andrey Rublev. In at number 8 is going to be Alex de Minaur. A big tournament coming up for him too, because if you look at the overall ATP rankings, he is in the first spot out of the ATP that race towards the finals there. So this is a big tournament for him. Maybe he could leapfrog Ben Shelton with a good tournament here. Number 9 is going to be Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev has been losing ground all year long, guys. It's been a pretty rough years outside of Indian Wells. We'll see if Medvedev could do anything, but it's going to be tough. The clay court is his worst surface. And guys, rounding out your top 10 for this tournament is going to be Holger Rune. For Rune, he is technically your 11th seed, but with that withdrawal from Taylor Fritz, that moves him up to number 10. And guys, we did just see a very good showing from him at Indian Wells. So, with that being said, guys, that's your top 10 for Monte Carlo. A few other big names to keep an eye out on, and I'm going to highlight them right now before we wrap things up. Let's actually get started with Ben Shelton. Guys, Ben Shelton, him, the clay courts, I don't know if that's going to be the perfect mix, but the big thing why I want to highlight him, he's the final spot in the ATP race to the finals there. Now, guys, it's a long season. I understand that, but him being in that 8th spot, important to keep an eye out on him because there's a lot of people on his heels. Lorenzo Musetti, the Olympic bronze medalist last year, he's in at number 14, and this could be a big clay court season from him. If he could play well like he did at last year's Olympic Games, he could definitely rise up in these rankings. Felix Auger Aliassime, he's number 7 in that race towards the ATP finals. He's the number 17 seed, and he was a runner-up at the Madrid Open last year, so he's had some clay court success interesting name to keep an eye out on. And the last guy to highlight here is Nico Jarry. The reason why I'm bringing him up, guys, is because remember, last year in Rome, he had a great tournament. Can any of that clay court success he had last year translate to this year's clay court season? That'd be interesting to see. He's the current number 58 seed, but look what we just saw in your Miami champ in Jakub Mensik. That big win there rose him 30 spots in the rankings. If Nico Jarry could maybe do something like that here on clay, he could definitely rise in the rankings as well. So that's kind of your look at this year's Monte Carlo Masters. It's going to be a fun tournament like this every year. The first, like I said, of a big clay court season coming up here. What I'm going to do, guys, if you want to see the full list of the rankings and the entries, go to the description of this video. There'll be a link to that in the description. So, guys, one last thing before I head out. Just want to thank everybody for watching this video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll have continued coverage of the 2025 tennis season, including the women's tour as well, guys. Coming up tomorrow, a list of the current update of the WTA rankings. So make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and keep coming here for more tennis coverage.